What's up? What's going on, Legends? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into Modern Warfare Zombies, and we are going to be using the Striker SMG today. Now, the good news is there is two actual Strikers, the Striker and the Striker 9, and based on the damage output, they're almost the exact same. So whether you guys want to use a Striker 9 or a Striker, you should probably have very similar success with them. So whether or not I do have success in today's video can kind of determine the success of both of those weapons, essentially. Now, the one thing that's really cool about the current build that we're rocking is we are also using the Jack BFB muzzle, which does help a lot with recoil control, which is going to allow me to run with no stock on this, so my mobility should be really, really good. The first thing we need to do, though, is head over to a contract. Maybe we'll grab a bounty. Looks like it could be a good way to go. Should be able to I could drive down there, but I think I'm just going to dive off the side here and go ahead and parachute. How are you guys feeling about Modern Warfare Zombies now that it's been out for a couple months? Are you guys still enjoying it as much as you were in the first few weeks? What are your biggest pet peeves with it? What are the things you like or don't like? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm kind of interested to hear where everybody stands with the current state of Modern Warfare Zombies. Personally, I would love to see them fix the tombstone glitch, as I do think it kind of hinders the experience people are supposed to have with the mode. And the other big issue with that, obviously, is the more people that have the tombstone glitch, the more likely everyone will end up in the Old Town here or the high threat zone. And the game's just not designed for everybody to be in the exact same area. The Modern Warfare Zombies experience is kind of designed where some teams will be in here, going in, starting in basically the low threat zone, doing whatever it is, kind of building their way up because they didn't come in with stuff or prepared at all. There will be some people who might just jump right into the tier 2 zone. And there might even be some people who come in geared enough to go into the tier 3 zone, but it wouldn't happen each and every match. There are going to be some people that progressively maybe start in tier 2, working their way into tier 3, whereas maybe you're starting in tier 1 and working your way all the way through. So there is a chance that some squads will never make it to the tier 3 zone during a specific run, and other teams will spend a majority of their time in there. Just kind of depends. And every match would be different. You're not going to have the juice to be able to do that each and every run unless you're doing something like the tombstone glitch, which is kind of why I'm saying that that would be a good thing for them to fix. It's more impacting the experience that people are supposed to have when they go into the mode, or the other people, like maybe myself, who's playing the mode a little bit more normal, just because of that. So, like, for me, sometimes I do go to the tier 3 zone, and I actually struggle to get contracts just because everybody's in that area, and it kind of would help mediate that a little bit, and at least get people playing the mode the way it was more intended. The big hurdle we're going to start out with this weapon is the ammo. Just going to go ahead and use this. What do you mean it's not even available? Stick this guy. Hopefully he gives me ammo. He does. Perfect. See, sometimes you get actual ammo in return. I got 180 bullets out of like 3 zombies. Go ahead and knock this guy out. Make sure I take out some of these zombies in the process. But yeah, I think fixing the tombstone glitch would definitely fix some of the issues people have where everybody's in one zone or there's no contracts available, things like that. Because then people would be doing more variety of content across the board. Not all 8 teams should be in the tier 3 zone, pack 3 legendary in the first 5 minutes of the match. The game was just not designed for that to be possible or for that to be occurring. And that's why you see times where you just can't get contracts or you can't do certain content just based on how many people are in that area. The other thing is, too, I do think it's good for people to get a bit of a challenge. Oh, I didn't even pop my perks. And I think there is a lot less challenge currently in the game, being that people just have such easy access to upgrades, or just being able to use a tombstone, go in, fully upgrade their stuff, run around with pack 3 legendary at all times. And then I also think it's bad because when they do actually fix stuff like that, then it makes it feel like the game is missing something that it should have never had. That's kind of my mindset. So I don't like to get myself used to doing things that I know won't inevitably exist for the entirety of the game. Sometimes they do. Sometimes it's hard to tell. But like me, I don't use the tombstone glitch. I'm not hating on anybody that does it. I just think it definitely hinders your experience, and you would have a much better time, although it would exist with a lot more struggle and a lot more issues. You would definitely have a lot more fun enjoying the mode the way it's designed to. So far, this weapon has had the struggle I anticipated it would, which is the usual. We're not pack-a-punch to level 1 yet. We need to get ammo situation. And you're going to experience that with a lot of weapons until you pack-a-punch them, just because the damage output's not always super good. And even when the damage output is good, sometimes you just don't get ammo in an RNG fashion fast enough to actually compensate for the amount of ammo that you use. Especially when it comes to like a bounty or something. Clearly, they want the bounty to be harder because you're on the tier 1 zone. You should be able to complete it with at least Pack-a-Punch level 1. doing anything without Pack-a-Punch is just overall adding a level of difficulty that, you know, is kind of on you. I didn't see how much ammo I got. But we do, yeah, we don't have a ton of ammo. I can go ahead and go blue. See if I can get some guys to drop right here. 1 ammo. 2 ammo, 3 ammo, nice. See, this is the RNG I'm looking for. How'd I get so lucky? There's actually ammo on the ground from eliminating zombies. What would you know? It's so crazy how inconsistent it is. What's this guy's name? Ubixlorm? Is that what his name is? Yeah, it's like Ubixlorm. Do you like Greylorm's buddy or something? This thing's doing pretty good. The mobility is crazy. Like, I feel like I'm able to, like, walk backward at a consistent enough rate that I don't even think they really catch up. Now, the build that I'm using isn't necessarily, like, hipfire, built for hipfire. It's not a specialty build, but you can always hipfire and still be successful. I kind of like to use the ADS because a lot of the time I use Deadshot, which allows me to get more crit damage. So being able to actually aim down sight and shoot the targets does definitely help. Be more consistent with your critical hits. And of course, you can spam the ADS thing if you're on a controller, where it'll automatically just aim toward the crit spot, making it a little easier to hit those crit shots in general. We got at least one more here. I do have enough. I'm going to go ahead and Pack-a-Punch our gun to level 1. We did hit the Pack-a-Punch, so we don't have to worry about our camo disappearing. Yeah, another thing I'm actually curious where you guys stand with is in regards to overpowered weapons. Now, currently, we have the Akimbo Tiers, which a lot of people love and rely on, as well as the Lockwood 680, which is currently in a bugged state. I don't think it was intended, so eventually it probably will get fixed. And I think that people really enjoy the state of those weapons. People love zombies and being able to be overpowered in there. But I also think it's kind of bad for the sake that a lot of that stuff is like people are going to base their experiences now on using these overpowered items instead of where the experience was intended to be. So I think even if you were to eliminate those 2 weapons, the next 20 weapons, everybody would still have a good time. The experience would still be good, and it would just be a slightly more challenging. And obviously, the big hurdle is that it would be more difficult solo, but at the end of the day, this game just wasn't designed to be played solo. It's not a solo experience. It is very much so a squad experience. Therefore, the choice to be solo is more challenging, and it's supposed to be. And so I don't think the game being balanced across how people experience the game solo is a really a good idea, as people can play in 3-mans and even up to 6-mans. So it's like one of those things where they kind of implemented a get out of jail card for people that struggle by having the ability to have such large squads. Even people that aren't in your squad can technically help you with the content that you're struggling with in your match, and you would still be successful, still get your reward, and still, you know what I mean? You'd still be all good. So I think they've implemented a good way to kind of allow players that are struggling to have that door to be successful. And I don't think balancing the game around the top 2 weapons and people's experience with it is great. I think they could make some tweaks to those weapons, kind of making them fall more in line. Then that way the top 25 or so weapons would be a lot more in line with each other. Then the bottom level of weapons, I would say almost just go out of your way to buff them up a little bit. The bottom half, maybe, you know, bring them up to where the top half is, or at least close. And then a majority of the weapons would be somewhat viable, and it would be a little bit less relevant to a certain degree, you know, like what weapons people are choosing. I think people should be able to choose a wide variety of weapons and find success. Obviously, it would never be equal. I'm not saying all the weapons that exist should do the exact same amount of damage. That would be silly. There should definitely be benefits for using, you know, certain weapons that are going to be maybe shoot slower with bigger bullets, things like that. So I think all of those should still exist. I just think it could be done a little bit better than it currently is. Again, the game isn't designed for you to plow through stuff solo. So if there's things that are allowing you to do that, and I think the level of plowing through is obviously determined based on your skill level. So my idea of plowing through is that the bottom of the bottom could be successful with the weapon doing the top of the top content. And I think that that's just not the way it should work. I don't think that, you know, the gun should be able to carry you through the content without actually having to experience the content, improve at it, and actually, you know, put forth the effort to then learn the content so that you can actually complete it appropriately. Because then what you do is you put on an overpowered weapon like that, then you go through the content, you generally don't actually learn how to do the stuff that makes it challenging. And and then you're never really actually improved or better at that content. And then if anything ever does happen to those things that you were using, kind of find yourself in a rough spot. All right, we are zooming through with this weapon. So far, I actually feel like this weapon's been pretty good. We are Pack 1 blue. I'm not really sure if I should just go to tier 2. Pack 1 blue would be rough in tier 2 anyway. I feel like things in this run have gone fairly smooth so far. It's actually kind of surprising. I'm so used to using such underwhelming weapons from time to time that when I get a weapon like this that's actually performing fairly decent, I feel like I'm just zooming and everything's going so well. It's kind of why I like doing the mystery box challenge, which I will probably do another one in the future. So if you guys did enjoy the mystery box challenge, let me know down in the comment section below if you guys would like to see that maybe like on a weekly basis. Maybe I drop one where we go in, we just grab whatever mystery box weapon we get first, and that's the weapon we're stuck with. The only way we can upgrade is if whatever we can find along the run, anything we bring in can't be used. Maybe we just don't, go in with any perks, anything like that. In order to get perks, we have to get them as a reward or purchase them. Basically, everything has to be gotten within the run. And again, I'm still not really convinced where the end goal should be. I think completing a tier 3 contract is probably one of the best since we don't have round-based, so we can't go from 1 to 20. Again, I'm still looking to dial that in and kind of understand where I want to be with the challenge, and then we can kind of try to drop one of those maybe like once a week. Be interesting too. Imagine if I go to get the mystery box and we do it like 2 or 3 of them, and the third time we do it, we get the same gun we got in the first run. So the first one, I got the Lockwood 300, which is probably one of the worst possible options. And we made the best of it. It was a ton of fun. Probably one of the most fun I've had, just because I didn't know what to expect in the run. I didn't know what we were going to be capable of actually succeeding in. And I also had the impression that we might possibly fail at what we were doing. Now, I have the resources to go to Pack-a-Punch level 2, and we're going to do that after we attempt at least 1 contract at Pack 1. Pack 1 blue is one of the best ways, in my opinion, or one of the ways that I like to try to judge a weapon. If I can complete a bounty in the tier 2 zone with Pack 1 blue, I feel pretty good about the weapon, because at that point, majority of you that would be using the weapon would be able to go and have success in the tier 2 zone. I'm not saying it wouldn't be challenging. Obviously, when you're underpowered in any way, shape, or form, whether it's running no perks, whether it's having certain weapons or anything like that, when you're at a disadvantage, things are going to be more challenging. So I do anticipate it's going to be hard to do, but if we can complete it without too much struggle, I usually consider it a W. This weapon in particular, I know is a weapon that some of you probably have been wanting me to cover for a little while, or at least try out. And I think it's a cool time to try it because I actually have access to this Jack BFB. And normally when you take the stock off of a weapon, the recoil goes haywire. So that was kind of my thought process here, is we'd throw it on this guy, be able to take, get the advantages of having the stockless weapon. Another thing I do want to mention about the overall Modern Warfare Zombies experience. Now, I typically play this game at a much different level than a lot of other players, meaning I don't come in with a ton of stuff. Usually I go in with different weapons. I'm in for the challenging experience that is provided to me, just given the weapon that I'm using. And I think that's very different than a lot of people choose to play the game. So my perspective is definitely going to be different, and I'm totally okay with people having different opinions than me. We're not going to always agree on where the game should be. If you're an average player, you might see more value in the Lockwood 680 being overpowered than I do. For me, I look at it more as a negative to your experience, because you're only having fun when you're using something that's broken, when in reality, you should be having fun regardless of what weapon you're choosing to use. I feel like it's better to balance the gameplay, and it's also better for the gameplay balancing when it's based off something that isn't overpowered. Oh, I should land on the roof. I'm going to land up on this roof, and I'm also going to pop Deadshot for this one. We didn't have Deadshot on, but I think it's probably a good thing to have. Plus, it's a perk, so I don't feel bad using a perk as opposed to like going OD with like a legendary or purple tool, just because a lot of you guys wouldn't have access to those right off the rip. Gotta get through his armor before we can actually see. Do like 1 plate. I don't want to waste all my plates. Come on. Come on, buddy. You got a 120 round mag. At least that's the good news. Weapons that, especially SMGs that don't have large mags, are just an L. So currently I can't use, or I could use the new SMG, but I haven't done it yet because the new SMG has a 50 round mag that I can't get access to, and I'm not gonna use an SMG with a 60 round mag after pack-a-punching it when I could use a 100 round mag once they fix it. So I just don't feel like using it in a way that's going to be not the way I would like to use it, just for the sake of doing it. So we will be covering that new SMG once it's available to put the new magazine on. So unfortunately, I don't know when that's going to be, hopefully soon. But for the time being, we're having fun with the striker. And honestly, this mobility's been pretty good. I don't feel like I'm getting like too slowed down when I'm reloading my gun. You know, we're taking on a bit of a challenge here, and we actually feel like we're moving. Probably get a little bit more headshots in. Reload, might as well. Might as well grab this quick revive while we're here, huh? Yeah. This is one of those weapons, like, I didn't even struggle that much at all. I was just vibing. I got lost in the sauce there talking for a second. Can I actually buy this? Thank you. And it wasn't even that big of a struggle. I didn't get hit too many times. I didn't have full plates, and we made it work. All right, so we're already over here. I think I'm going to grab a spore control. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab a spore control. What are we looking like? This thing's pack 1, huh? I might do one more contract before I go to pack 2. Just to see how we do against like actual hordes of zombies without pack-a-punching it. The only big hurdle I think I'm going to face is these hellhounds. And I'm pretty sure it's going to go like right here. Let's go ahead and grab it. Where is this thing? On the back? No, it's in here. Inside the bus stop. We'll see if it goes to where I think it's going to go. I think it's going over here. Yep. Perfect. All right, I need to stow. We stowed them. All right, now we can go ahead and grab our deals. I do have space in my inventory, so I can grab some extra ones if I wanted to. In order to try to speed up the process. Throw down 1, 2. It's not even worth it, actually. Because you just destroy it so quick. And you have to open up your bag in order to pick them up anyway. Come on. Okay, we got that one picked back up. Yeah, this thing's insane. I don't know if it's the Shatter Blast. That's why I'm not saying anything too soon. This thing actually feels really good. So this is the thing I'm talking about. Like, some of these weapons, even if they are good, people are going to say they're not because they're not doing what the Lockwood 680 does, and they're not doing what the Akimbo Tiers do. But in reality, in retrospect, compared to the rest of the available weapons, they probably do better than people think. It's just a feeling thing. When you're using something extremely overpowered, and then you swap to something, even if it was the 3rd best one on the list, you're going to feel it. You're going to notice, especially when it's significant. Oh, there's a disciple right there. I'm a little bit worried about that. I guess we'll see. My biggest hurdle here might be ammo, but I think we're getting drops. Oh, perfect. Get over the little wall there that we put in the... Oh, this guy's getting torched. I mean, he's not an elite, so he shouldn't be crazy. I just thought it was going to be a little harder than that. Throw these guys down. Yeah, having extras is kind of good, but with how fast you can destroy the things, it's not even like... Besides not wanting to backtrack, it's not really beneficial. Look how slow I can move with that and still not get hit. I honestly like the Spore Control contract quite a bit. Because it's actually a little bit challenging to some degree. Oh, wow, there's a Mangler here. I wasn't expecting you, buddy. Go ahead and throw that down. Field upgrades are always helpful. For me, the energy mine is my go-to. I actually just don't even change it. Oh, I didn't grab my things right here. Over it. Throw it over. That is a fast zombie. All right, we got it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, let's go ahead and grab, see what we got. I'm going to hold on to one of those, but I'm not going to put it equipped yet. I always like to hold on to them if I have space, just in case I end up wanting to use them. Okay, Pack-a-Punch 2. I feel like it's a good time. We took on a bounty. We were able to do a spore control. This weapon's definitely successful. I mean, I'm running around in the tier 2 zone. I mean, I don't have a ton of extra plates. And I'm not going crazy, but we're not struggling. What do I have? I have at least one backup self-revive, and we haven't used it. Oh, I don't even need to go to the pack 2. I forgot I had the crystal, so we're going to use the crystal. Then we'll just go over and complete some more contracts. Now we're going to slam with this thing. Okay, so let's head over to this guy. Luckily, we didn't go too far off the rails. We stayed somewhat close to contracts, even though I was about to go to the pack 2 without even needing to go to it. And shortly, we'll be able to go over to the pack 3 area. I just want to make sure we kind of see how this thing runs in Pack-a-Punch level 2 before we go too far. I'm hearing a mimic. Oh, he got smoked. All crits, you're out of here, buddy. Out of here. So I am using, again, the regular striker. And of course, as always, sometimes I forget to say this earlier in the video, if you guys are looking for the attachments or loadout that I am running, make sure to check the pinned comment down below where I will be sure to share all of those for you so you have easy access, be able to just pull that up, build your class setup, and then try it for yourself. But if you guys want to use the Striker 9 or the Striker, I know the attachments will probably slightly change. The results should be very much similar because they do have a very identical damage output. So if you want to use one over the other, feel free. You're not going to be at a disadvantage. And both of them are going to be successful based on how I feel about this weapon so far. Like, again, this content's supposed to be made for way more than one person. It'd be different if you grabbed a contract and it scaled it based on your party size. Like, I think that could be an interesting thing. For the rest of the zombies, like the regular zombies and the other stuff that just runs around non-contract, it would be pretty much impossible. So you probably wouldn't be able to do that, but outside of that, you might be able to. Like, if we were in a 6-man, we go over to do a bounty, maybe it has 6 times the health. That would be a cool way to kind of scale stuff up. I just think it's kind of a slap to the face to the challenge itself when things are a little bit too easy. When it just does a little bit too much. All right, what do we got now? There's not another bounty nearby. Oh, yeah, there is. Right here. We got lucky. Sometimes it spawns there and sometimes it doesn't. So if you're ever in this area and you completed a contract and there wasn't one here, there's a very good chance you get lucky. And it spawns. I picked up a frickin' emergency ration. I don't need that. I love that term. Alright, we're heading over. Alright, we're looking really good on time, too. Pack 2, I mean, we got 6 perks. I could buy every other perk I need. We have enough for Pack-a-Punch level 3. Granted, I did bring a couple crystals in, and we used them at the appropriate times, which allowed us to save quite a bit of essence. How many people are in the tier 3? It's like nobody in tier 3 this run, which is kind of weird. Honestly, there's like nobody on this map. I feel like half the lobby's already gone. Look at this guy. Absolutely smoked. Yeah, this thing has crazy mobility. This has to be one of the most mobile weapons. Like, that for the type of weapon it is, of all of them. It's gotta be like one of the most. Go ahead and throw that down. Yep. Looking for plates to drop. This game does not like to give me some plates. Alright, we got the ammo here. Did I already look what was inside? I feel like I did, and I just didn't register it in my brain. Tombstone. No, I didn't look inside. I already have tombstone. Already have it. Alright, how much essence are we up to? We have way more than we need. Why is there so many zombies? Like, it's super random what's causing the horde of zombies. I should be able to get some plates from these guys at least, though. Are these because of I don't know where all these dudes came from. Alright, we got some plates now. Should have a decent amount of plates now. Alright. What do we have? What do we have available? Pack-a-Punch is way on the other side. So maybe I grab a vehicle, head to pack 3, and we see what kind of magic we can make happen. I do have a legendary tool available. So if we do decide we want to throw that on our weapon before the end of this run, we can definitely do that. But let me definitely at least make the progress to get over to Pack-a-Punch level 3, and then we can kind of see where things go from there. All right, now we can get up to the Pack-a-Punch level 3. Oh, there's already a dude in here. I was like, why is there so many zombies? Whoa, what? Can't walk up a single step? Oh, this guy's trying to join my squad. Should be fine. Boom. All right, pack 3. Beautiful. Beautiful. What's this guy got? What do we got? Oh, there's no bounties out here. There's not a single bounty out here. That's kind of insane. All right, I think we've done this guy before, so we could try to give it a shot. Okay. First hurdle is out of the way. We're about to have another hurdle, though, which is me getting hit in the back. And I also can't pick up... I'm not going to be able to pick up the thing unless I want to lose my access to my decoys. What in the heck? Alright, where's the ammo depot? Let me go down there and see if I can get ammo, and then I can come back. That way I don't lose my decoy access. Because if I don't have one on, I can't stow it. Okay, we got that stowed. Now we can go grab our thing. This could be dangerous. If I have to end up upgrading my weapon, we'll do it. But doing a pack 3 blue for this egg contract might be kind of nuts. Maybe not, though. Hard to say. Just gotta play it safe. Oh my god. If it wasn't a hellhound, bro, it'd be good. I'll have to grab my other one. I couldn't grab both at the same time. Just gotta get the hellhounds. Bro. Alright, should be able to shoot this thing now. Come on, let me reload. The good thing is this reload is fast, and your mobility is so good with this gun. Otherwise, it would be really hard to do this with rare. Just trying to thin the herd. Slash, also get some plates. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, so did I pick up one? I only picked up one of my dudes. Where's the other dude at? All right, it's right here. I know they're not called dudes. They're called inhibitors, but we're going to call them dudes. Okay, looking all right. Was I able to pick up those flawlessly? Normally the pickup is not flawless. Get off me. Get off me, hellhound. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sure you do have the backups running. We got like 11 minutes left in this run. Well, 11 minutes plus the little bit left after. Oh, I gotta hurry up. I can see what's happening ahead of time. Not good. Oh, that actually worked out really... That was a perfectly placed energy mine. go. We completed it. Let's go. Got our decoys back on. The buff to the decoys being back at 8 seconds is huge. That 2 seconds makes a large difference. Like right there, the last little bit, I wouldn't even have been able to get a second reload in. These guys are fast. Like granted, I am not taking them out at an insanely speedy rate. I am taking them out at a rate that makes it fast enough for me to survive. That's basically it. But I think it's a W if you're able to complete it with a tier 3 or pack 3 in tier 3 zone. Wow, a rare tool and a sigil. One of these runs, I got a plan to use a sigil, but it just makes the run so long. Would you guys be interested? Now, this is something I'm actually serious about. Would you guys actually be interested in the normal gameplay and then me extending the gameplay beyond that with a Dark Aether run? Or would you prefer me just kind of do this run separate and then just have the video once I spawn into the Dark Aether? That's kind of the better idea. Because if I was to do both, a combination of both, it is very possible the video could hit an entire hour. And I feel like that's a large expectation for me to have for my viewers to watch an hour-long video. It's like almost a short movie. Granted, sometimes it can be like a little movie. And maybe you guys enjoy it like that, but I feel like I've been pushing the limits in my own mind on how long I'd like to make the videos. I don't really like to have a set, oh, the video can only be this long. But I definitely think it's one of those things where I tried to eliminate the least active parts of the video just to make it as short as humanly possible. For the viewers. I mean, I just don't want you guys to have to watch the boring stuff. So if you guys are interested in watching a run that's that long, or you guys like to see, the full experience from me getting absolutely pummeled in this zone, in this area, going all the way to the Dark Aether. Holy smokes, why is the horde like that? I know where the zombie or the dude is. I'm not confused. Just in case you guys are like, where is he running? I know where I'm trying to mess with this horde here. I don't know why the horde is so large. What in the heck is going on here? Okay, I can't see through the fire. I can't actually see what's going on. Oh, we got a full armor too. What? Dub. Okay, where's this guy? Is he at the other one? Oh, he's way over there. Oh, it's a mimic. I thought it was a mega. I was like, what in the heck? Now, granted, this mega bomb is probably going to be hungry and want a bite of me. We're not going to give it the chance. Gotta be careful, though. I can't bring too many enemies. Where is this dude? This could be really interesting. All right, we'll see if we can do it with this. I have a feeling it's going to be rough. Also don't want to go too far outside the zone of the area. I don't really like where this guy's at. Oh, we're good. Might get smacked around a little bit, but we're good. I should have upgraded my gun. I got that plate on just in time, just to get burned. I have to go like, oh, this little area is terrible. Like, I don't know where he's willing to chase me to. Is he coming up? Well, another regular mimic. This guy getting juiced on. Still gonna do insane damage. Bro, the hellhounds. This mangler too is like positioned so bad. I'm just trying to do my contract here, guys. Bro, how do you do that? Holy smokes. This is crazy. Bro. What in the heck is going on here? Had to get away from those dudes for a second. Where's this mangler at? The mangler's throwing me off the most. Is this a safe? Is this a safe roof? I don't want it to be a safe roof. Oh, it's not. Oh man. Wait, why did that? Oh, what? That was weird. Why did my frickin' backpack open like that? Not what I need. I'm just gonna pick it up. I need this thing. I need ammo. I didn't go anywhere near where it was supposed to go. Is there a thing near me? Dude, this guy just spamming his ability. Okay, I got one mag of ammo. I'm gonna throw that down right there. Come on. Thank you. Got it. Took me long enough, but we got it. That was a pain in the butt. That guy's leaking Ethereum. Okay, so now I need to get this. All right, well, that was a bit of a fun little adventure there. I want to head over to this guy, though. We do have a little bit of time left, not a lot. Well, this has been kind of an adventure. Most matches, I end up popping the legendary. A lot of the time, it ends up being because the weapon seems just a little bit too in the caca zone. And then this one has not been bad enough. So we ended up just juicing through. Oh, W, we found another decoy. And now we're here. I could still pop it for the remainder. Just to see how quickly we can take on like a mech. Oh, we got one right here. Let's do it. Let's do it. We have limited time left. We know if the storm hits them. Let me see where the storm is. Not here. Okay, that's good. Not close enough to where it's going to get hit fast. If the storm hits him, though, he gets all his health back. Now we can see what it's like having a little bit more juiced up. Holy smokes. It's like an infinite zombie glitch over here or something. Where are they at? I can run over here a little bit. See if I can get his attention. What the heck? Dude, the zombies just come out of nowhere. Bro, this is ridiculous. We got a freaking insta-kill. Oh my god, the building just saved my butt. Yeah. Mega bomb right in my face. He's hitting. I don't know if he's getting smoked at all. Doesn't seem like it. I mean, I did a lot of damage to him with the insta-kill, but that makes sense. This is a pretty dang good gun, though. If you guys are looking for a good gun, this is definitely one of them. Oh yeah, he's right here. He's gonna beam me. Go ahead and reload. What are you doing, bud? Come on, go your face. He's just stuck here. I don't know how we got him stuck like this, but I like it. I'm down. Easy. Is there another? Oh, nope. All right, we got a large rucksack. We didn't even need that. Or where's the storm coming from? Over there? Let me hit this. Let me hit this guy. We still have time. Probably take on at least one more mega bomb. Go ahead and throw that down. Grab that. That is a mega bomb. See if I can get to it. These freaking hellhounds, man. Like that zombie, I'm running full speed with my fists out. Where did he get a chance to hit me? I would love to know. Oh, we are not... I don't think we're going to be able to get this. I can get to a really good spot to fight him. I just don't think we're going to have the time to do it. Hellhounds are fast. Is this him? Oh, he's right there. Let me get on this building. These zombies are freaking coming, dude. I might be fighting the zombies for the whole time. Brother. That's insane. Holy smokes, is there a lot of dudes up here? These wretchlings are everywhere. I gotta be careful of them too. Come on. Did he get it? Let's go! Oh, he finally got full health. He was so close. Oh, I'm going down. Oh, well, we tried. I was so close to getting him. It was worth the shot. We were so freaking close. I don't even know how he didn't go down. He must have had like a freaking health 1 HP. That would have been sick to pull that off clutch, but it can't be perfect. All right, let's get the heck out of here before we get chased by the endless hellhounds. Overall, a very successful run. I would say one of the best runs we've had in a while as far as what we've been able to pull off with the weapon. I had a ton of fun leading up to even just popping the legendary tool. We didn't even really feel like we needed it. It did end up being a little bit more fun at the end with the legendary, just trying to pull off that clutch elimination on the Mega Bomb. We were close, super close. Still have tons of essence left over, even though I did save a ton of essence in the process. Just due to the fact that I was already able to go to pack 1 without using essence and pack 2 without using essence. I mean, that's 15,000 essence alone. All right, we made it to our exfil. We wrapped it up. Again, this is one of the best weapons I've used in some time. The SMGs in this game are just incredible for the majority of them, even in the ones in Modern Warfare 2. So that's going to wrap things up for us here. Make sure you guys go try out the Striker or the Striker 9 for yourselves with the loadout down in the pinned comment down below. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support in the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!